Hey everyone, it's Lacey. Welcome back to Paws and Paper. So I'm here today. I'm getting ready to sew in my signatures to my journal. If you hear all kinds of noise upstairs, the boys are running around like crazy and it sounds like somebody's being murdered up there. But apparently they're just playing with the dog and wrestling. So I apologize if you can hear all that noise up there. That's why I hide down here. So this is where I've gotten so far on the journal. You saw me make this. I had a video of making this fairy door here. Then I went ahead, I added this lace and fabric ruffle on the side here. I decorated up the door with a little these cute little, I don't know, gemstone bead, crystal bead things. And I added hinges to the door so the door will hinge open. And I've attached the box, the hidden box, underneath, so that's all attached in there. And I just had to put like a little magnet in there so that the door would stay shut. So I probably will try to paint that up and everything just to kind of hide that magnet, but I had to have that there so the door wouldn't just keep flapping open. So I did go ahead and I attached the box. So I've got the box all covered in fabric and it's attached, and then your like little secret hidden drawer here has some secret goodies in them that I won't get to until we actually do the final flip through of this whole book. So now I'm to the point where I'm getting ready to add my signatures. So I've got my template here. I covered it in fabric because what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it in here, and I want the fabric to kind of go over a little bit. I usually do the hidden spines. I like to do the hidden spines. So that's what I'm going to do. So if you've seen people sew in signatures before, you may not just want to skip this video or whatever, but I just thought, I would show you how I do when I have multiple signatures. And I did have to make some modifications because the 9 signatures wasn't going to work with the hidden box. So I had to go ahead and I condensed them down to 7 signatures. So I have to start at the back. I'm starting at the back first. So I want to start here. This is my back. Hi, Stitch. So now I gotta think this. I need to do it this way, and I need to start here, the back. Right? See, this is why I sometimes don't like to do process videos, because then I get all confused. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna start in the back where I punched my holes. Here. Okay. And we're just going to start at the back hole. So this one I did have a template here for, and I've got all my signature holes punched and everything too. Now I can't find my hole back. Wrong one. I have no idea what they're doing up there, but it sounds terrible. There we go. Okay. Usually once I get one started, then it works pretty good. I'm going to use just this moss looking thread. Thought would go good with the nature type theme journal. So yeah, I just been working on this on and off, trying to get put together. I just like all the colors and everything of how it's turning out. On the signatures here, I did a whole bunch of I did the tearing ruler, and I tore a whole bunch of the all the pages in the signature are torn, which I think gives it, if you can see that, a really cool natural looking edge. And I have sewn around some of my signatures too, so I did what I wanted to sew first. But this one, I'm going to sew it into the book before I go ahead and finish decorating everything up. I just thought this one would be a little bit easier to do that with. So, anyway. Oh my gosh. It sounds like the floor is going to fall in. If anybody else out there has boys, you know how rowdy they can get. I think they're watching football too, apparently. I kind of feel like that's what they're playing up there. They're playing football. Who knows? Crazy. I'm outnumbered in this house, and I have to hide down here where it's quiet. All right, and I'm not gonna let these hang out too much. I just want them to be in the signature. So there's one. And I believe, I kind of wanted to try I've been looking at a lot of like mixed media techniques and stuff lately. I think I kind of want to try doing some like, with the journal cards and stuff that I put in here, like trying some mixed media techniques on like the little ephemera pieces maybe I put in here, which, you know, what I think would be fun because it wouldn't be a large project or anything, and I think I need to start out with some small bits to get used to it first. But I've been getting some supplies together that I think I could use for making some stuff for mixed media type. I've got a stencil I want to try, and those distress oxide sprays, which by the way are really cool. Just now discovering those. Oh my god, you would think there was 20 people up there. That is just the 2 boys and my husband and the dog. Oh my gosh. Alright. So yeah, I've just been down here working on this today, and it's been kind of a nice, relaxing day. We haven't had to go do anything, so it's been good. I've just been playing around, doing what I want to do today before we all start the week off again. Today is Sunday, so I will be putting this video up on Monday, so it's Monday morning now. It's been super, super cold lately, so we have not gone out and done much. It's been kind of just stay put in the house, which isn't so bad sometimes. So here, if you notice, I start with my very last signature and I work my way to the front. You know, and that's not necessary. You don't have to do that. I just find it easier because you can see then I can just kind of like keep laying them on top of each other, and then I don't have to worry about them flipping over on me and being in my way. So I just work from the back and go towards the front, and then I just got to make sure that I stay in the right line. But it's not too bad. Sewing in the signatures is a pretty easy thing. Once you get going and do it a couple times, it's not that difficult. Just gets a little bit more bulkier when you have the more signatures you have, because you got to kind of keep moving them around and working with them and make sure they all don't get out of line or tangled up together. And so yeah, I think it's going to be real fun to get into this journal and start building the pieces to go with it. I think we could add some really cute pieces with this. I want to make it, like I said, very natural, like foresty. So I'm hoping I can make it look kind of grungy, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of lace and things on there. I think that's one's long enough. But yeah, I think I got some cool materials that hopefully look neat in this journal. And I'll show you here in a minute. I've been working on the little mini fairy book that's going to go into the front of the underneath the fairy door. I thought that turned out pretty cool too. If I can get my thing threaded, man, this is okay. There we go. Okay. If you can tell, they haven't been outside at all. That's why they're so crazy. That's one thing about winter. It's stuck inside when it's too cold to go out. It's been like a whopping whole like 6 degrees outside. All right. And if you can see my pages are not even and the same size. You know, I did that by design. I wanted it to look very imperfectly, is that a word? Imperfectly put together, or, you know, like just really, I guess, rustic looking. Yeah, I didn't want it to look like it, you know, everything was, it's not meant to look straight and perfect. It's very, oh my gosh, what? It's so annoying. It's actually just a little frustrating, honestly. It's like they need a barn. Wild animals. I hope anybody out there has kids can relate to this, because mine can't be the only ones, can they? Maybe they can. Pretty soon then they'll come down here. Just watch. They'll get bored and they'll come down here and start screwing around. Let's hope not. So, I've got 4 of them in and 3 more to go. So yeah, I know this might be not the most interesting video to watch, but you know, some people just like to watch people, you know, how they sew in the signatures and stuff. Especially when there's like multiple signatures. So I figured, you know, I would just show my process here and see. Just repeating the same thing over and over. Okay. Go. Yeah, honestly, the sewing signatures in is not my favorite part. I know some people like enjoy this process of it. This is probably my least favorite part. I really enjoy the constructing of the covers and getting those all decorated up. And then I like preparing pages and things and decorating, you know, but I don't actually like punching the signature holes and sewing in the signatures. That is probably like the least favorite process out of making a journal. I'm sure everybody has their favorite and least favorite part, you know, putting a journal together too. I mean, this is probably the most satisfying part because you actually can see stuff coming together. Like, this is the part of the book that it's like something actually looks like it's being made. The rest of it just is pieces and parts everywhere. But when you actually start putting the signatures in, it actually really looks like something's coming out of it. I guess it's the repetition. I hate repetition. I am not a very, anything repetitive just is not my jam. Okay. There we go. We got 2 more to go. Looking good so far. I really like this feather material. I haven't used this yet, I don't think. This is the first little piece of it I've used. I thought it went good with the like the foresty thing. It's gonna have greenery and feathers and just all kinds of leaf looking things. you guys lining up. Where are you at? There we go. So yeah, I'm trying to get this one put together, and I might work on the pieces of the insides of this one and the other one together, because some of the inside pieces will be used with, I'll be using the same kits, so it really won't matter which journal I put it in, this one or when I start the fairy portfolio. So I thought maybe if I start making pieces to put in the journals, I could make pieces for both of them at the same time, and then I could be ahead on that one, the portfolio one, and then we could start building the portfolio, and then I could work kind of simultaneously on both of them as we put pieces in. So I haven't decided if I'm going to finish one whole, book first, or get them both started and then add pieces to them at the same time, since they are both the same theme, like two of them are going to be the fairy theme. Let me know what you think of that. I mean, do you guys like to watch one whole process first, start to finish? Or if I skip around, does that get confusing? That one feels like it's not tight for some reason. It is. It's one thing you got to start judging. You got to feel that tension so you don't like rip your paper, but at the same time you don't want to have it wiggling around in there. All right, and we got one more. To go. Where's my needle? Okay, they must have got tired because it got quiet all of a sudden. Welcome to my world, it's like, oh my goodness. People ask me what, like when I go back to work, they're like, what did you do this weekend? I'm like, I hid in my basement. It's like, I have to hide because it's so loud upstairs. Okay, dokie. Getting there. And the last one is done here. Okay. All right, so here we go. Last one. I hate when I do that. End up threading it through the other piece and it breaks it apart. There we go. Okay, let's get this one tied off and then we can see what it looks like in there. Okay, so there we go. All 7 signatures are in. Looks good. So now what I'm going to do is it's just going to get glued in here in the back. And then, like I said, I wanted this to kind of overlap. I want it to look very primitive and, like I don't want it to be all perfectly lined up. So the fact that I can see some of those feathers there, I think is cool from the other fabric. And I'll probably end up putting a pocket or something over the back here, I believe, So we'll see what we put there, but let's get this glued down. And then, so I like to do the hidden spines. I do the hidden spines a lot. I guess I don't like the, them showing on the back. I really like them to be enclosed. And then I think it helps to keep everything bound together a little better. So this is just Fabrifix, and I just put a very generous amount all up and down here. And then I will get my fabric glued down once we get it in here. So I gotta line it up. Okay, so this looks good. Don't have to go over my fold. I need to still be able to fold it up and fold it up. So it's going to fold up like that. Looking good. Okay. All right, so let's just clip this in place so it doesn't run away. And I like to just kind of take my bone folder and make sure it's down, squished down between the signatures here. So that my glue is touching every spot there. Okay. All right, so I think we're good. Everything seems like it's down. Okay, so now I just want to see straight. Okay, and we're gonna fray these. And let's get this. Okay, this glued down. So then we'll make sure we get the little edges, and then I think we're pretty well good with getting the signatures in here. I think it's looking real good. Okay, get those down. One little piece here. I like that. I think it looks very cute. Okay, let's see if I can get these frayed just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now, leave, got everything down here. All right, and then let's check the bottom. Just one little flip up here. There we go. All right, guys, well, I think that looks pretty good. And that's what our journal is looking like so far. I think it's looking nice. Get our crease back in there in the fold. Let's work that up. So there we go. I mean, this is what it's looking like so far. What do you think? Looking good? I think it's going to be cute. Oh, I wanted to show you. Okay, so this is how far I've gotten on this little mini book that's going to go into here. It's going to be the little mini secret fairy book, okay? So here I have the cover, and this is just cardstock that I had, and then I embossed it with I have a leaf emboss. What do they call those? 3D embossing templates. And then I put some, I inked it up with some brown ink, and then I put that metallic like gilding stuff that I have over top of it. And I think it turned out really super cute. I mean, isn't that just a cute little fairy book? And then I have the inside covered here, which is some fabric yet. So I am in the process of, I got to figure out how many pages I want to put in this one, or what kind of pages. And then also it's going to have the little fairy key, which I think is crazy because this little key looks just like the key that's in here somewhere. There's a key in here, and I'm like, oh, that looks just like that key, doesn't it? Doesn't it look just like that key? I was kind of impressed that I found a key that looked just like that one. So anyway, these little things are going to get hidden in there, and we'll go through that too when we do the final flip through. But I've got a whole bunch of like pieces here. I've got a whole bunch of little bits and stuff cut out. So I'm going to start working on the little pieces that I'm going to start putting in here. The only part I got so far, I got like just one little vellum pocket put in here, and then I've done my sewing, but other than that I haven't started decorating yet, so we'll do that on the next video. So I hope you guys are enjoying this, how it's turning out. I think it's looking really cute. I like how it's looking, so I will see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye.